Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am starting this off in probably the most random way ever because there's loads of noise going on. I'm obviously not in my home. I am in Turkey with Reese and his family. Hopefully you can hear me, there's loads of people around. But I needed to do the intro to this video so I can actually go live this Sunday when you're seeing it. So I'm having to just do the little intro here, so don't mind my background. I mean, it's quite pleasant. Just this whole video is a week of workouts, so I basically take you through everything I do to obviously get in shape for summer and be in a bikini and lose fat, but also build muscle, and everything that I'm doing at the current moment to basically alter my workout plan a little bit so that I actually am sort of, you know, hitting all those targets, because usually I'll just train glutes twice a week, but at the moment I'm trying to actually prioritize doing more back and chest, and also making sure that my quads and my hamstrings are getting trained as well. So I have altered my workout plan just a teeny tiny bit. Like, it's still similar to what I usually do, but with some alterations. So that is the video for today. Throughout the entire video I am wearing Alphalete, so don't forget to use code BELA to save you 10% on anything Alphalete. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this video because everyone is staring at me and I feel like a right little weirdo speaking to my phone. But yeah, enjoy the video. Bye. Hello, we are back in the gym. We've got a glute workout today. It is Monday and it is just the best day of the week for a good heavy glute day. So I'm basically just going to take you through my glute workout. We've got 2 glute workouts this week. They are slightly different. Very similar, but slightly different. And then we have obviously the Wednesday, which is going to be our quads, hamstrings, chest, back, and abs workout, because I like to basically put all the things that I don't want to do into one workout so I can just get it over and done with. First of all, we're going to warm up as per usual. Literally some dynamic stretching, not really long stretching where you're holding it for a long time, just dynamic, nice and quick and easy, just to like loosen things up a little bit. Obviously some foam rolling as well. I'm going to basically whiz through that because you guys have seen it so many times at this point that I feel like I'm just being repetitive if I just do the whole thing in front of you. I'm going to go straight into the Queen Bee, Mrs. Hip Thrust. And we are in my local gym today, so a bit awkward, but it's fine. We're going to just crack on. It'll be okay. Let's get warmed up. So obviously, as you all know, with my hip thrusts, I do them in a very particular way, okay? I don't actually know anyone else that does hip thrusts the way I do them. I basically, you know, start on high reps with lower weight, and then I work up to lower reps with much higher weight, basically the most I can possibly do. And I do inject a huge amount of volume into hip thrust, but that is just the exercise I want the most out of. It's just the best one for the glutes. It's really isolating my glutes as well, and obviously not growing my quads and hamstrings as much as other compound exercises will do, like RDLs will actually target your like hamstrings quite a lot, and that's just what I like. And it's okay to personalize your workouts to you, and that is what I do with hip thrusts. It's about 6 or 7 sets today, so we've got a lot to do. Let's go. Please excuse my voice at the moment because I am extremely ill. I don't know what's happened to me, but I am completely knocked out. So if you hear me sniffling or anything funny in the background, it's just because I am actually so ill. Per usual, we always start our workouts with hip thrusts. These are by far the queen of glute growth. I like to inject so much volume into these because that's the most important exercise for me, let's be real. I don't want to inject all my volume into leg extensions because my goal isn't to massively grow my quads. My goal is to massively grow my glutes. So obviously I'm going to inject the most volume possible into the exercise that's going to get me the best results. I work up in like a bit of a pyramid, but without the other end of the pyramid. I just basically work up. So I start with lighter weight, and then I do higher reps, and then I go on to medium weight with medium reps, high weight with low reps. This way we're basically just targeting all of the rep ranges and really getting the most out of hip thrust. Then after that I like to go into RDLs. This is also a great one. I just do 3 sets of 10 of these. Again, really making sure to get the form right. If you don't get the form right on RDLs, it can really hit your lower back. So really making sure that you're
pulling up with your glutes. Next up, we're doing cable lunges. I really love these. They're so underrated. They really focus on getting that weight through your heel, like pushing it up through your heel. And I feel my glutes so much with cable lunges. And then after that, we go straight into pull throughs. What I really like about pull throughs is that they kind of target some slightly different areas of your glutes as well. And they're just a bit of a different movement. So it's like a nice change to have. You can't really progressively overload that crazy with it as well. And because of the stance and everything like that, hip thrusts are definitely queen, but sometimes I do like to change it up a little bit so I don't get too bored. And then finally, cable kickbacks. As we all know, these are amazing for your upper glutes. Highly, highly, highly recommend. If you tend to like gain a lot of lower glutes, but you don't like really have that upper part, I think you absolutely need to be doing cable kickbacks at every single glute workout. And then to finish off, we're just doing 3 times 1 minute of planks. I barely make it to a minute, to be honest, but that's why I'm really trying to implement so much more core workout. So every single workout, I will put a core exercise at the end of it.
We're just on a little dog walk. Kind of like to be honest, I do it like maybe once or twice a week. Reese usually walks Milo every single day, but I will join once or twice a week just to get some extra steps in, some extra cardio. Just really do believe that like your food is really where it matters the most. Like if you want to lose fat, that is where you're going to see the most results. It's just consistency in your diet, making sure you're tracking your, calories and macros and stuff like that. Whereas cardio is just more beneficial for like your health really, but for actually losing fat, I just don't think it's like the most important thing. Just on a little walk. I'm with Darcy. Hello. And after this, we're gonna head back, do some work, and then I will show you tomorrow's workout, which is the quad. So yeah, Mondays is glute days, Wednesdays is chest, back, quads and hamstrings, and then Fridays is another glute day. So that's kind of how I've been doing things at the moment, because usually I don't train like upper body at all. However, I kind of just want to get in the habit of training at least chest and back, because you can just train chest and back and not isolate your arms with it, and it's fine. So I'm just going to basically start doing that, because then at least I also like fix my posture a little bit. It's mainly to help me with like my lower body day lifts, because I'm going to be able to lift a lot heavier on RDLs and sumos and everything, basically just by getting my upper body a bit stronger, because at the moment it's weak, like it can't lift anything. You also don't really like training upper body much, do you?
No, I mean I did it today,
yeah.
but maybe do it like once a month.
I just feel like, I don't know, it's just not something I enjoy either. Like, do you enjoy upper body compared to lower body?
I prefer lower body. I find that upper body's easier because I don't really do heavy weights.
Yeah,
I literally like 5 kg dumbbells.
Like I get it is good, like technically speaking, to train upper body, but I feel like mainly chest and back really. Isolating your arms, like biceps, triceps, I don't think I'm ever gonna train biceps. Oh my god. Okay, so I will see you back at home, and we've just got some work to get done. Oh my god, I thought that was a real dog. Did you? Oh my god, look at that. I actually genuinely thought that was a real dog. What? That scared the living crap out of me. Oh my god. I will probably see you all tomorrow on Wednesday for the chest, back, quad and hamstring workout. So see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, it is time for a little upper body workout. I am just training back and chest. I do not do triceps or biceps. It's just not for me. So obviously here I'm just doing cable rows, really making sure to get your back very straight on these and basically pull up with your back, not your arms. That's why it's really important to make sure that your arms are nicely tucked in. And then on this day, I also train quads and hamstrings as well, just because I don't really get trained in my lower body days. So I like to just put them into this workout because I'm not really massively focused on them, but it doesn't hurt to train them still a little bit. Now going into some dumbbell chest presses. Just the only thing with this exercise is that you really need to make sure your elbows are in line. You don't want them like waving about everywhere. You really want to make sure that they come down in a straight line. They're not going too far down either. Next up, we have some lat pull downs, also another back exercise, which I've really been implementing a lot more. And honestly, my posture has been improving. Like even in my like other lifts, like my lower body lifts with RDLs and stuff, my back is so much better for it. If you don't really like upper body, back is just the one that I feel like you need at least a little bit of exercises in there, just purely for balancing things out and fixing your posture. Next up, I do some leg extensions. Again, just a little quad exercise. I don't do too much quads though, because my quads grow so ridiculously quick. I don't actually want massive quads, so I try not to train them too much. One exercise a week is really not that bad. Still grow them slightly, but without leaving them being like monster quads. Next up, we have some push-ups. I do these assisted because I cannot actually do like a full push-up, like a proper push-up. But a way to do it is just to have your knees on the ground. It makes it so much easier. Still in like a nice difficulty level for me, but without, you know, only being able to do 2 reps. So I do 20 leg raises followed by 20 leg bicycles. I like to call them leg bicycles because that's just what it reminds me of. And by 20, I mean like 1 on each leg, and then leg raises just 20 altogether. For my last workout of the week, obviously making sure to warm up. As we all know, I won't go into too much detail about that already because I'm sure you guys have heard it so often from me. But make sure you do your dynamic stretching and your foam rolling. So important. It really helps to prevent any injuries. And of course, we are back with our ridiculous amounts of volume for hip thrusts. This is just honestly my holy grail. I love hip thrusts so much. You can either do it on like a machine or set it up by yourself. But this is going to grow your glutes like nothing else, I promise you, especially if you don't want huge legs but you kind of want your glutes to be ever so slightly out of proportion. Hip thrusts are for you, okay? Do not miss this exercise, and that is why there is so much volume here. Like I mentioned before, it might seem a bit daunting, but it will massively depend on what stage I'm at in my mesocycle, because obviously if any of you girls have my workout plans, I basically plan it all out through mesocycles, and in each of those mesocycles there's usually 5 weeks, and in each of those 5 weeks or 6 weeks, the exercises might stay pretty much the exact same, but the actual volume and the reps and the sets and everything completely changes week to week. We start off nice and light, nice and slow, and we really build up to our maximum recoverable, so the maximum amount of volume you can do that you can recover from basically. And then we obviously have like a deload week, we reset everything and we start all over again. So a little bit of a insight there into how I usually work out, but these reps and these sets will not be the same week to week, so please note that as well. If you do want my guide, the link is down in the description box. It's 6 months worth of glute workouts and lower body workouts, so highly recommend that, because that will kind of really teach you how to make your own plans in the future as well. And of course, I'm finishing off again with another ab exercise, a little ab superset again, which is 15 crunches and 15 leg raises. Then I'm doing 3 sets of those supersets. This day specifically, I finished off with 15 minutes of Stairmaster with a 2-minute jog in there as well, which is obviously really good for your cardio, your heart health, and your overall health as well. Not necessarily for specifically fat loss, because there's limited science on how much truly cardio affects fat loss, but I like to implement it anyways, just for the health benefits. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. Please again excuse, I'm so sorry for my background and the state of me while I film this video. We literally just landed last night at like 3 a.m. so I'm still a bit tired, still quite ill as well, as you can probably hear from my voice, but I'm pushing through, okay? We are pushing through, and I am actually vlogging this entire trip because I'm going to be staying healthy, staying consistent, and still working out while I'm here, which I never usually do on holiday, but I still think I'm going to cram in at least 1 or 2 gym sessions while I'm here, because we're here for a whole week and a bit. And we'll see you next Sunday for the vlog that I'm filming here. Bye!